It's getting packed. The numbers are flying up. This is very good. So I want to do something tonight. We're going to be doing something a little bit different than we normally do. Tonight we're going to get ready. What's up, Jeremy? He made it on. Pretty cool. I know you just got off a live. So what we're going to be doing, guys, and if you can hear me loud and clear, give me a 1 in that chat real quick. Just let me know. All right, good. So I know you guys have been waiting for what we have here with UpGroup. We have a lot of things going on. We've been marching through pre-launch, and what we've been doing for the last couple of days throughout the weekend is we've had what's called a staging area. And so if any of you have been invited to UpGroup and this is your first time seeing this, give me a 2 in the chat if it's your first time being on a webinar with us. I want to see who's first time. We got a lot of first timers. Very cool, very cool. So I'm going to bring you up to speed real quick. We started us with a small group with UpGroup. We kept it very, very quiet in the very beginning. And what we're doing is we're building out as we pre-launch to opening up UpGroup. We have what's called the UpGroup Council. And as we find things or issues that we need to make sure get fixed or make sure we have a smooth transition, a smooth rollout, we are monitoring that, and we are doing that ourselves, but also through our leadership council. So before we get into this, I just want to let you know that we have some amazing leaders in here that are actually helping us with this launch, saying, hey, it would be great if you did this. What if we had that? What if we had this? And we get to, in real time, make improvements while we're in our pre-launch, but also giving you the ability to go ahead and do this in a very streamlined fashion, because most people on this call, if you've ever been a part of a pre-launch, it usually goes sour very quickly. Give me a 1 in the chat if that's been your experience. Let me know. If you've ever been in something that's been a pre-launch, it usually turns out really bad. So we've been through many pre-launches, and we have a really good process for how we do that. And what we're doing right now, if anyone ever invited you to this and this is your first time with us, what we're doing is we have a pre-launch staging area that we're going to discuss after Jason comes on and gives you a real quick presentation, so you can understand more about what UpGroup's about. And we're working with our leaders to make sure, people like Pat Scheffler on here, who just commented in there, people like Chris Campbell, people like Sharon Brown, people like my boy Michael Mansell. We have Sonny in there. We have Michael Beals in there now. So we have a whole group of people that are helping us with this from the standpoint of here's what a user experiences and here's what we need. And when they say, hey, we need this, we jump through hoops and we get it done. Okay? So if that sounds cool, give me a 1 in the chat, because what we want to do is make sure that this is the smoothest pre-launch you have ever been a part of, and you have a company that's going to be here for the long haul, because once Jason starts talking and showing you what he's about to show you, your mind's going to be blown with what the possibilities are here, okay? And we want to make sure that this is going to be around for you, not in a week, not in a year, but over the next decade, 2 decades, that this thing will always evolve, and you'll have a home to come to and be able to put people in, be able to promote, be able to build, be able to grow, be able to be a part of the community. And that's what we want for you. We want something long, and we want something real for you. So if that sounds cool, give me a 1 in the chat. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have Jason Nguck pop out here. He's going to go ahead and walk you guys through our presentation. And then after that, I'm going to show you what we have for you right now that you can get started with. And then I'm going to show you what the actual product looks like, what the UpGroup back office looks like, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and do that. If you would, my friend Jason, pop out here, show these guys what we got. I think they're going to be a little bit blown away, as I am. So if you could go ahead and do that, that'd be phenomenal. Are you here with us?
I am here. Can you hear me okay?
Gotcha.
1 second. Let me just get my screen set here.
Turn that off. Beautiful. And we do see your screen. It's not in full screen, but we do see it.
How's that?
Perfect.
All right, fantastic. All right, well, Kevin, I appreciate the introduction, and very excited, obviously, what's happened over the last 72 hours. Seeing all the pre-enrollments coming in has been extremely exciting. Just kind of tells us really what's happening, and really what's happening really overall in the opportunity space in the industry, and really how much what the UpGroup is doing with this product, the real need and necessity for it. So I just want to get through the presentation tonight as quickly as possible, and if you guys want to participate, I would certainly appreciate it. But we're going to be pretty straightforward, take you through the information, because I'm excited for what Kevin's going to share with you. When I'm done with the presentation, he's going to share with you all these updates and things that are happening in the back office. And as Kevin mentioned, as prepared as a company really can be for launch. And I know it's been a little bit of pushing back because everybody wants to go and wants to put customers on now. But there's been a lot of pushback, and for all good reasons, because when the gate drops, and it's like that Kentucky Derby, they want everybody off to the races and running. So I can tell you that the testing that's been done, and for the folks that are putting in, the many agents that you are in this pre-launch period, certainly appreciated, because that's the stuff that's allowing the programmers and developers to do all the stress testing on the system to make sure everything goes properly. So I appreciate that, and certainly seeing who's going to be the players as we move forward. And for all the folks that are on here, and this is your first presentation you're seeing, welcome. And I hope you enjoy the information and see the vision of what the Up Group's doing. So the Up Group, U.S. owned and operated, headquartered out of Houston, Texas, an incredibly experienced management team with a very proven track record of success. With all opportunities, obviously, there's no financial guarantee. You obviously get out of the business what you put in. But in the Up Group's case, we believe that you certainly, the effort you put in today can certainly be a 10x from what you're putting in when you see the opportunity. One, with the services that are offered, so that you'll see that stickiness where that customer is going to want to stay with what the Up Group's doing, and two, with the retention as well. Warren Buffett, probably the greatest investor of our time. What does he say? He says, if you don't find a way to make money work while you sleep, you'll work for money until you die. And, I always like to say, nobody wants to be at Walmart when they're 70 plus years old, meeting and greeting people for an hourly paycheck just to make ends meet. So it's important we do the right things today. So we live in America, the folks on this line, and we know America runs on credit, and credit does matter. So what does credit give you access to? Better interest rates, lower finance charges, and you get increased buying power with more credit. For every 10 points in additional credit on your credit score, it's worth $3,200 in available capital to you. So it increases your buying power the more you up your credit. But even with all that, and knowing how America runs on credit, 50% of people have no idea what their credit score is. That means 1 out of every 2 people you talk to do not know their actual credit score. Over 62 million Americans have less than a 601. That is unbelievable. And this is on MSN. So over 62 million. So think of the opportunity as we continue to go through this. I want that number 62 million to continue to reflect in your mind as we talk about the numbers we're going to share with you tonight. The average household debt in the United States is over $225,000. And last year alone, in 2017, over $8,000 was paid in interest alone. See, what the Up Group wants to do through financial education and helping you become more astute is teaching you how to lower that interest and invest what you're saving so that you can have your money working for you. Every 2 seconds, somebody's identity is stolen. And obviously with Amazon.com and more online, as we're online doing this presentation, 5 years ago, this presentation's in a hotel room. Now today we're all over the world and we're on an online presentation, and this is commonplace. But this is also obviously a breeding ground where there's a lot of, cyber thieves and cyber crimes that take place. So much that the largest identity breach just happened recently. 143 million Americans were affected by this data breach. And you got to ask yourself, is my identity safe? When Equifax, one of the largest stores of data, when they're breached, and you have no control. So what do? You got to make sure you protect yourself. And that's what the Up Group helps you do. Protecting what's important. Most families do not have a will. They don't have a will. They don't have a trust. And most don't even have a medical or financial power of attorney. So what that results in when somebody unexpectedly has a heart attack or dies, that obviously knock on wood, we don't want to see that happen. But when it does and we're not prepared for what life throws us, a curveball, $58 billion has gone unclaimed, which gets forfeited back to the states, back to the government, stocks, pensions, bonds, bank accounts, you name it. So the solution is the personal prosperity plan with the Up Group. Over $500 plus in monthly retail value. The Up Group has a plan with this personal prosperity plan where you'll get credit restoration. That's where it all starts. How do we take your current credit score? And we know there's a lot of derogatory comments and remarks on credit scores that on credit reports that do not belong there. They're mistakes. And those mistakes, we want to help you show you how to erase them and how to increase your credit score just with that alone. Where again, most people don't even know there's mistakes on their credit score or credit report. There's a positive credit software builder, which Kevin's going to give you a little highlight on. Live trainings, which is done by the Up Group. Doing some Q&A live on how to properly, position yourself and your family to increase your credit score and your buying power. And then there's a wealth management system, which is obviously important. We talk about education. And then there's identity protection, because we want to not only protect your identity, but also insure you over $1 million insurance if your identity is stolen. There's credit monitoring, credit building, a will and a trust, which we talked about, and you get that free. And then also a life vault, which stores all your passwords, for your social media, for your bank accounts, your stock accounts. So if something was to happen, there's, somebody, your loved ones have access. So all that comes with a $49 plan, which is our basic, and you get everything you see here with our pro plan, which is $99 monthly. Over 80% savings on a $99 plan. So, what we like to say is less than a cup of coffee per day. You can protect yourself and you can start moving towards a more prosperous future and wealth management. So with all that, it's exciting when you got a great service and a great product where, we can help you not only restore your credit, but then we can, teach you how to properly invest. We can have your money working for you, and then you can protect yourself long-term so you can leave a legacy to what, to the family and what's important to you. But then we want to share with you, if you share that with other people, how you can get paid. And that's what we do. I mean, we do it every day. You go to a good restaurant, you have a great steak, you tell somebody about it. You go to a good movie, you tell somebody. So we get paid to share. A lot of platforms we use today, we share through, through social platforms like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Well, not only that, here's where the Up Group is making a difference. So many of us have done opportunities where you talk to friends, family, and loved ones. And many of us don't want to be that person at the party where everybody's kind of avoiding because they've told them about the last 3 opportunities they've been in that didn't work out. So we want to show you, in addition to the loved ones that you want to introduce to the business, how to use digital marketing, how to use a platform where you can target the right customer. You can retarget those customers. Think about what I said earlier, 62 million Americans need to up their credit score because they have bad credit under a 601, and we know America runs on credit, it's important. So with the billions of dollars being spent on social media, how do you participate? Well, that's what the Up Group is going to teach you exactly how to do that, how to make sure you maximize your ad spend when you are building your business, again, to target and retarget the right customers, those 62 million customers that need to up their credit. If this makes sense to you and you're excited about learning how to digitally market, and you want a teacher to walk you through this and answer your questions on live trainings, put a 1 in the chat if this is exciting for you and you want to be a part of it. So now I get to talk about the compensation plan. I see all the ones flying. I know it's extremely exciting to cross that gap. And I call this the hybrid opportunity where we're doing both. We got the home side of it, or the direct marketing side, as well as the affiliate side. And what I call that is really becoming a super agent and helping agents succeed with the Up Group. So with the agent, with the Up Group, for every customer you introduce, and this is just, well, it doesn't matter if it's a $49 plan or the $99 plan, you'll receive a 40% commission. And that commission is paid every month when that customer pays their bill. You're going to receive that 40% commission on all direct customers that you would personally refer. And those commissions are daily. So when that commission's paid, you're paid daily. So it's very exciting. Now I want to talk about a simple marketing plan. And this business plan is going to be a game changer as people grasp it. It's called the Power of One. And I'm going to talk about 1 year. So I want you to think about yourself when this company launches this week, when we're planning to have everything go live. 1 year from that day of launch, if you follow this simple plan, watch what can happen. One customer, just on the $49 plan I'm going to talk about here, is worth $19.50 per month. Just one customer. Well, if you can get one customer, what if you got one customer per month? You can take the other 29 days off. Well, that would be $234 a month at the end of 1 year. And that's every month that $234 shows up as long as those customers are still active. Well, if you can do a customer a month, you probably can do a customer a week. At the end of 1 year, that'd be $1,100 a month. And what if you got so good you did one customer a day? And again, whether it's personal contacts or it's using the power of social media and understand how to use digital marketing to your advantage to identify and retarget one customer per day, that'd be over $7,000 a month in residual reoccurring income. Now that's $49. What if you got customers on the $99 plan? Well, you just simply take the numbers I'm sharing with you and you can double those numbers. So if everybody was a $99 customer, your $7,000 would be $14,000. Now this is just your effort, and you can go, are you limited to one customer? No, you can get 2 a day. What if you got 5 a day? I'm just showing you the power of one and how this plays out. Well, in addition to just what you do, I really believe in leveraging. At the Up Group, we believe in leveraging your time and maximizing your income. It's one of the wealth principles that, the top 3% of the money earners in the world, why they earn more money than the other 97% combined, because they all have learned how to leverage their time and create passive residual income while they sleep. Because at the end of the day, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's what are we doing with that 24 hours? It's not just about working hard, but if we can work hard and smart at the same time, we create leverage. And here's what happens when you create leverage. We have a manager position where you can work with the Up Group. You can qualify to be a manager, and we can promote you. And all you need to do is enroll 3 agents, 3 personal agents that want to build the business as you do. You take an online manager, you attend the online manager trainings, and you take an online manager test. Just to say, yes, I know how to work with people. I'm going to communicate. I'm going to do this. And these trainings will be at least once a month, teach you how to advance your skills and grow a massive organization of agents that you can help manage and help become more efficient and effective with the time that they invest on their Up Group business. Now, let me just share with you a game plan once you become a manager. Let's say you had 5 agents and you're a manager now. Those agents, if they went out and just did exactly what you did, they followed that power of one training, and they went out and got one customer per week. One customer per month. At the top line there, that'd be 5 agents times 12 customers. That's 60 total customers that you're now maybe getting an override on because you're the manager. You didn't personally acquire the customers, but you taught those agents how to acquire the customers. What if you got one customer per week, those 5 agents? That's 260 customers. And if they got one customer per day, that's 1,825 customers that your agents produced, and you're the manager. Well, how does that look for you financially? Here's what it looks like financially. Financially, on floor 1, the 5 agents that you see right there, we talked about 5 agents, 60 customers. This is if they each got one customer per month. Your agents would get a commission of about $1,170. Well, by being a manager, you receive a 10% manager bonus, which is of exactly what your agents are earning. So you're going to receive $117 a month. Well, on floor number 2, what if you had 25 agents? If your 5 agents went out and told 5 people, you'd have 25 agents. If they did the same thing, well, now you're over $5,850 in commission being paid out to your agents, and you as a manager are going to get that 10% bonus, $585 every month. Floor 3, floor 4, as you can see, it starts to increase because you have more agents that you're managing. Well, in total, if you had 780 agents, if they each went out and got one customer per month, that's it, one a month. At the end of a year, you'd have over 9,000 customers. And your manager bonus at 10% would be over $18,000 per month. So you see the power, again, in leveraging yourself through the efforts of others, but you're just being a manager and you're showing them how to become more efficient. So let's talk about being more efficient. If we're talking about one per month, imagine the power of possibility. What if you can teach your agents, if they can get one per month, you can ultimately teach them how to get one per week. So if they can do one a month, I'm sure they can do one a week, and they can become a little bit more efficient. Well, on floor 1, you can see you have 260 customers. Now they're earning $5,000. You're going to get a 10% manager bonus of $500. All the way down to your total. Look what happens here. 780 agents. If they're getting one per week, now you're getting 40. You got 40,000 customers. And again, we're only talking about the $49 plan. Your monthly residual with your 10% manager bonus is over $80,000 per month in reoccurring income. Now, again, we're talking one per week. And again, this is the power of one. I want you to just internalize that one. And what I always want you to internalize is this: large numbers. When we show you how to fish in the right ponds with the right tools for the right prospects, the large numbers will never fail you. And these two words can make you a multi-millionaire here with the Up Group. Some will. Some will be your customers. Some will be your business partners. Some will be agents. It doesn't matter how many say no. Let the system spit out the no's. And let the system and the process, the marketing funnels, bring you the yeses. And when those yeses happen, imagine one customer per day. And you teach all your agents. And you only got 780 you're managing. That's not that many agents, truly. As your business grows, are you limited to 5? No. What if you put 50? I know there's people on this line that already have over 50 agents already enrolled personally. I haven't even checked today, but I'm sure that same person maybe have 75 or 100 enrolled. So think, if you just had 5 agents and you taught this plan and you taught them how to duplicate, one customer per day, 780 agents getting one customer per day, that's 284,000 customers. On the $49 a month plan, your income monthly is over $500,000 per month. Now, look, this is a perfect world. I'm just giving you an example. That's all this is. But I want you to see the large numbers and the power of possibility with the Up Group marketing plan. And again, obviously, you might have some people on a $99 plan. These numbers could be much greater. I know for many, they're overwhelming. For others that are online marketers, they're like, yeah, this is exactly where I need to be. But it'll never happen perfectly like this. This isn't a perfect world. And again, there's no limitations. There's no requirements that you have to meet monthly as an agent or a manager with the company. All you need to do is enroll 3 agents that are to become a manager after you take the test and attend the manager training. That's it. You do that, you're going to have 4 floors of agents that you're going to be actively managing, helping them how to become more efficient and effective in building their business, targeting the right customers, make sure they're plugging into the weekly trainings that the Up Group has. And that's all you're doing to making sure that they're plugged in so they can become successful. It's kind of like each one teach one. And then you're going to teach them how to have the same level of success if they're doing the same thing with their agents. So we may have all heard of J. Paul Getty. And this is where that power of one comes in again. I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. And that's the power when you're helping other people succeed. And I'd say nothing's more rewarding when somebody says to you, thank you for introducing me to the Up Group. You've changed my life financially. I think about things differently. I have residual income coming in every month I can count on. I have time to spend with my family to do what I want to do. When somebody says that to you and you got those goosebumps through your body, you're going to want more of it. And you're going to realize that the Up Group's more than just the money. It's about experiences and changing people's lives, helping them live a more prosperous life. When you do that, and you see these numbers, it's because we have a duplicatable system. We're going to show you how to take this funnel and get right to that target. And that's what's important. How do we do that? By being efficient. So you think about who wants to up their buying power. Well, when people are looking to up their credit score so they can get more buying power, what are they generally doing? They're buying cars, they're buying homes, they're getting insurance. So we want to share with you what Kevin and Jeremy have put together is incredible marketing funnels to target not just the clients, but the target realtors, insurance brokers, mortgage brokers, tax preparers and accountants, and car salesmen. So every time they have a client in front of them, they're going to also share exactly how they can up their credit score and do it in an efficient time so that they can have more buying power. So these are some of the funnels. In addition to looking for those 62 million, we're also looking for the folks that are actually talking to people every day. And they have clients that want to up their buying power. Then there's executive rewards, and it just seems like it just doesn't stop with this compensation plan. There's cash bonuses. There's an annual vacation because we want to celebrate with all the top producers, the ones that are out there changing people's lives and helping them live more prosperous, having an all-expensive paid vacation to the most exotic places around the world and celebrating that success. The training and support, second to none. I know many of you guys, if you've been a part, so for the folks that are just getting on here tonight, For all the people that have been a part of these trainings that Kevin and Jeremy have been doing over the last 3-4 weeks, if you're enjoying the trainings, please put ones right now in the chat to let everybody know how powerful the trainings truly are. And it's just the tip of the iceberg of the trainings that you're going to get with the Up Group. I'm telling you, I've never seen a training and a training platform where the owners truly care about your success so much that they're willing to get on live webinars and not just talk, from the soapbox, but actually get in the trenches, take you through Facebook, take you through Instagram, take you through YouTube, and show you exactly how to dial it in, and even do co-ops with you so it's not just up to you and you're out there lost, not knowing how to do it. These guys are walking through it step by step. So you get a website, you got agent support, and then obviously in any business you get tax advantages, huge. But you guys are doing an incredible job, Jeremy and Kevin, what you guys are doing on the trainings. I mean, I'm just hearing rave reviews from all the agents that are in the pre-launch phases right now. Here's some of the back office, which Kevin's going to take you through some of this. But this back office is going to be fully functional, showing you step by step, showing the client step by step how to properly fight back and making sure you're getting their errors and any kind of derogatories removed from their credit that are supposed to be removed. And in addition, then there's the agent, that's the user, and the agent back office platforms. It's again, I'm overwhelmed with what's already there before the company even launches. So the last thing is about getting started. You start up with the $49 basic plan, the $99 Pro, which is basically the white glove treatment. That is expected to be available after the first of the year, so it'll be a nice stair step. To be an agent, it's a $9.95 monthly fee. That's for the portal and all the live trainings that you get. So you can become a customer or you can be a referrer. But, I believe in, the greatest hockey player of all time. I always like to close presentations. Well, Wayne Gretzky, he always said, look, you'll miss 100% of the shots you never take. So look at what's happened with this Up Group. I believe that the experienced management and ownership team has got together and said, look, what does this industry need where we can take direct sales, we can take online affiliate marketing, kind of create a hybrid and create the best opportunity out there where there's a need. And where's there an opportunity where there's a need? Well, there's a need, obviously, with 62 million Americans needing to up their credit score. So showing them how to do that, but then also helping them become financially literate, where they can have money working for them, they can have credit working for them constructively versus destructively, and then helping them protect it by having a will, having a trust in place, and then teaching others to do the same. So what this company's doing, it's overwhelming. When I first heard the vision, I was like, yes, that's exactly not only what children need as they're upcoming getting credit for the first time, but so many adults need exactly the same. So most people in this industry spend 120% of what they make. What this company's doing is teaching people how to make sure that you protect your income and have your money and your income working for you, so you're not that 70-plus-year-old person working at Walmart for a paycheck, when you're that age. So in closing here, the Up Group is helping lift people up to live a more prosperous life. And there's a vision and a mission behind this company, and I am so bought into what these guys are doing. I truly believe that you're looking at a company that's going to be in tremendous momentum. And talking with Kevin and Hitesh and some of the guys behind the scenes, they're saying, listen, we've never been this prepared, and they've been very, very successful. They said, look, in the first 30 days, we see the Up Group having well over 20,000 agents enrolled in the first 30 days alone, because we've never been this prepared to launch a company. So I'm so excited to be a part of it. I hope this is exciting for you. If you're excited about this power of one, put a 1 in the chat here as we wrap up, and I'm going to turn it back over to Kevin. I appreciate everybody and everybody that's participating. So Kevin, I hope that came across well and my voice came across good, and I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. That was awesome, guys. Give Jason some love in the chat. Look, this is phenomenal. And you guys, just so we know this, those of you who are going to be agents and then go on to be managers, you'll have that same presentation, okay? And I'm going to share my screen real quick. You'll have that same presentation. And what you'll be able to do with that presentation is it'll have notes at the bottom of it. So if any of you are looking at that and you're like, man, I really want to actually do that presentation myself, you'll get that, all right? You'll get that presentation. It'll have all the notes and basically what he's saying on those notes, and then you'll be able to go ahead and go through that as well and be able to give that presentation as well. So you guys don't have to create that. We're just going to give it to you. There's a lot of stuff we're going to give to you. You're going to see that very quickly. So let me go ahead and let me share my screen. Go here. All right. So I'm going to kick off, let's say this desktop 2. And share. Let me know when you can see my screen. You should see the up group. Cool. Let me hop in this chat again. Keep an eye on this chat and see what you guys are talking about while we're doing this. All right. So right now you're seeing the back office of UpGroup. Now, a couple things I want to let you know. Those of you who have been here with us since day one, let me know. Put a me in the chat. If you've been here with us since day one, that means you've been on the Facebook training that we did, right? Where we taught you guys how to go ahead and create fan pages and market and all that stuff. You're going to get that training and you're going to get that again inside the system. But a lot of you have seen that. And for those of you who put in the me's in there, you guys are awesome. We appreciate you. This is great. So what we're gonna do though, one thing that some of you might have caught in that presentation, some of you might not have caught in that presentation, is the differences from the last time we talked. Because in this company is not a multi-level marketing company. It's not an MLM. It has an affiliate component, which is the agent side. Okay, that's the agent side. And if you can be an agent by paying $9.95, right? And you'll earn 40% commissions on any customers you refer. Okay, let me know if you get that. Give me a 1 if you guys got that. If you got that. Now, I want to talk about the manager side real quick because you just heard it, but I want to stress one simple thing. When you become a manager, you are actually contracted with the company. Okay? And what happens is you are now going to go ahead and be able to earn 4 floors deep, right, of agents. So you refer an agent, they refer, and you refer 10 agents, you're going to get a 10% match on what they earn, okay? A bonus. 10% paid out daily, okay? 4 levels deep, guys. 10%, 4 levels deep. Now, when you become an agent, this is the real important part. That's all cool. But that when you become a manager, that agent fee that you would normally pay the $9.95 for, the $10 for, that goes away, guys. Okay? Put in the chat, it goes away. You are no longer charged that. Okay? You are no longer charged that $9.95 because you are contracted with us. You're not an affiliate. You're not an agent. You are a manager that is actively helping the company grow agents. You are actively bringing in agents and helping train them with us. You are responsible for those agents, and we appreciate that. And we want you're going to be a part of the company in that sense, contracted with us. Okay, totally different from what anybody else is out there doing. All right, if that's totally different from what anybody else is out there doing. All right, you no longer pay that agent fee because you're not an agent anymore. You're a manager. Okay, so that is a fundamental shift and a fundamental change, a conversation that we haven't had yet, all right, from the last time that we got together, which feels like an eternity, but I think it was a few days ago. So another thing that I want to show you, who's going to be a manager in here? Who's going to be a manager? Again, to be a manager, you need to have agents underneath of you, right? Yeah, absolutely. Look at this. It's like me. Planning it, me. I'm on it. Okay, very cool. So what I want to do real quick, though, is I want to walk you guys through the product because there's some of you, it's the first time you're back here. It's the first time you're even seeing what the back office is going to look like, right? Right now, most of you see, hold on a minute, move that out of the way. Most of you see this right here, which is a staging area, okay? While we're in pre-launch. This is a staging area, all right? Very soon, this is going to turn into where you can go ahead and get started and you'll have a back office that looks like this. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So let me walk you through what's in this back office. And I just want to let you know that day one, this stuff on the left-hand side will be blurred out. This is all part of the $100 package, okay? This is the upgrade. But at the $50 level, at the $50 package, what you're going to experience, what your customers are going to experience is this right here. You have an orientation, all right? I'm going to show you guys the agent side here in a second. You have orientation that walks you through. We teach you how to begin restoring your credit here. You can join the Facebook group or you can contact our support. That's the dashboard. Then they come over and they click on Start Here. And what happens is they can go ahead and watch a Start Here video, which is me walking them through the back office so they can navigate a little bit in the back office and then more so walking them through the credit repair process. Who here has been through a credit repair process? Give me one in the chat. If you fixed your credit, if you've done anything with your credit, all right? Give me a 2 if you're like, man, I want to fix my credit and I want other people to fix my credit, or teach other people to fix their credit if you haven't done that yet. Yeah, very cool, very cool. So this is going to walk you through that, and it's going to explain to you that you have 4 rounds when you're fixing your credit. It's all about the rounds. We have to, this is a very systematic process, and the less thinking, the better, right? So we want to make sure that you can go through round 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that run 2, 3, and 4, I'm going to walk you through what round 1 looks like. But round 1 is getting to know, understanding your credit, getting and learning how you're going to restore your credit. What laws are there to protect you? For most of you, I mean, most of you think, when you think about the laws that apply to us, you're like, man, it's just a lot of laws. It's hard for us to keep up, right? Well, there's laws that protect you that are actually really good and in your favor. And we're going to teach you how to leverage those in a step-by-step fashion, okay, with the credit repair process. So that's what we do in this getting started. Then we move into round 1, all right? And what we do is we teach you how to understand your credit, how you're protected, tracking your results when you send off letters that we give you, getting your credit report, goodwill letters. If you've ever heard of a goodwill letter, give me a 2 in the chat. I really want to know, right? Then we get into round 1 disputes, right? Getting your disputes notarized and sending them in, dealing with collections, all right, round 1, and then collection letters. What collection letters do you send out if somebody's harassing you, trying to get money out of you? How do you approach that? How do you navigate that? All right, we're going to teach you how to do that. Removing hard inquiries, tax liens, bankruptcies, right? Getting bankruptcies removed from your credit report if you've had a bankruptcy. That's not the easiest of processes, but there is a path to doing that, all right, as far as bankruptcies. For those of you, if there's anyone on this line that cannot get a checking account, give me a 3. I'm not going to call out your name, but I want you to know that there is hope for that. Why? Because we go ahead and leverage something called the check system. And we're able to go ahead and put freezes on that account and make sure that you can actually get back into getting a checking account. This is something that has affected a family member of mine, and he's going through this process right now. So that's what the check system is. This is all part of round 1. And you're also able to track it with our tracker. We have a tracker in here where you can track everything that you're doing, okay? You'll see more about this when we get closer, in the coming few days. But the next webinar that we have, we're going to walk you through everything. But I want to speed this up. So that is the credit restoration round 1, all right? Then we move into round 2, which will open up about 20 days after round 1, right? You go through round 1, you say, hey, I'm done. And then 20 days later, round 2 opens up. Because depending on what you sent out and got back depends on how you proceed, okay? And we don't want you going through round 2 until you've done round 1. Because, again, very systematic how we do this. Then we have something called the vault, where you guys will be able to ask questions and I can give you those answers in a setting just like this, where I'm shooting you a video and giving you the documents. Who think that's going to be powerful? When you come across issues that are not in the training, and then I go ahead and redo it, right? Teach you, hey, if you're in this situation, here's what you need to do. That's part of our ongoing training, guys, because everybody's situation is a little bit different, right? But your questions, your concerns, your feedback is going to go into the vault and start building a machine of content to help hundreds and thousands, tens of thousands of people in this credit repair company, okay, in this first product that we launch. If that sounds cool, if all that sounds cool, let me know in the chat. Let me know what you think. And I'm going to show you guys what the agents have access to, okay? So when you're in your back office, if you're an agent, you can toggle this button right here. Your back office now turns orange. I love toggling this, by the way. I don't know about you guys, but it's so much fun to toggle that and see everything turn orange. I love it. So when you toggle that, and now you can go ahead and see things like, first off, your dashboard, which would be an orientation. You can see your balances and withdrawals, the money that you're making, right? Your agent reports, your manager reports for those of you who are going to be managers. Where are my managers at? Yeah. Your payout history, right? What money has been paid out to you, okay? Like a little kid, Mary says. Yeah, I get excited about this stuff. You get your payout settings, where you're going to send your money to, right? Then you have referral links, referral reports, and then your traffic and your leads, what traffic and leads are coming to your pages, okay? But we don't stop there. We give you a lot of training, guys, step-by-step training. So you'll go to this training and you'll go to start here. And what you're going to see is a video from Jeremy. All right. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jeremy Barnett, all right, and you'll see him, he's on here, but he's just waiting. He's chilling. He's watching. Jeremy Barnett has an uncanny ability to help the agents that you bring duplicate and produce more customers, and get agents. All right. I like to do a lot of things with a pay-per-click, and I like to do YouTube marketing strategies, not free. I like to actually pay money to get money back and produce an ROI. Jeremy does that as well, but he has a specific skill that he is able to help people understand the easiest path forward. Okay. Give me a hashtag easy in the chat. The easiest path forward for the masses. That's what Jeremy's good at doing. And he's also phenomenal about creating sales videos where he pulls out his phone and just starts going to it, just starts talking, which convert like crazy. So I'm actually going to show you something. This is one of the capture pages that you're going to have access to, okay? And in this capture page, when it loads, you have this video that plays, and it's Jeremy outside of his house, outside of a 4,000 plus square foot house that he just got because he upped his credit from the mid 400s to the mid 800s, okay? So he's been through this, he's done this process, and it got him into a 4,000 plus square foot house. And that's the guy on your capture pages, okay? On some of your capture pages. We'll have even more, like it's gonna get nuts. But day one, this is what you'll see. He's outside of the house. And then what he does is in this video is he says, look, register for our workshop, put your name, email address, and phone number. And we're gonna go inside the house. I'm gonna show you what a 4,000 square foot house looks like and what good credit looks like. And then we'll get you registered and we'll get you up and running, right? That's how this is how one of these particular funnels start. And there's a bunch of them, all right? He's phenomenal doing this, guys. These things convert. It converted for a $300 product quite recently. So average people were able to succeed with that. So, but just having capture pages is not enough. Just put not enough in the chat. It's not enough, right? You need more. You need the training. Everybody has a capture page. Congrats, you have a capture page. But here is where it gets really exciting. So what we do is we teach you text and Facebook funnels, customer-only sales funnels. And then for our managers, we teach you how to go ahead out there and recruit sales agent. We're using sales agent funnels, Facebook funnel ads, all right? So if I click on this right here, this text and funnels, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here. All right, it says, watch this first, Kevin Hokawana. Tell me to watch this video. This is Jeremy walking you through what to expect in this tab and in this tab. And in these tabs, I can't toggle them because you'll see active links, but you'll have entire swipe files of what you're gonna send, what you're gonna text, all right? Hold on a second. Let me get rid of that. So you're gonna have entire sales funnels, all right? And you're gonna have the ads that you need. Just copy and paste them. They're already done for you. Entire swipe files on what you can do, all right? And what you need to post. So there's not a lot of thought process going, right? It's just watch the video, post it here. Then we get into how to go ahead and run customer-only funnels on Craigslist, which is huge, okay? You wanna get 5, 10, 15, 20 leads a day, it'll cost you about $5 on Craigslist. And we literally give you the ad copy to put there. Type in the chat, give it to us, all right? Because that's what we do. We give you the ad copy. And then for those of you who like the phones, or want to know how to follow up with these people, we have an entire script on how to follow up. And that script looks something like this. Hey, do you remember seeing the ad? They say yes or no. No, they don't. You click no on the page, scrolls down and says, if they said no, here's what you say. Just the script, guys. There's no thought process here. You ask this, they're going to give you a yes or no answer. You say yes or no. You ask them this, doesn't matter what they answer next, you do this, okay? That's how that's how we know that you guys can go out there and recruit at least one person a day using these strategies. It's not difficult with the tools you're gonna get, okay? With the tools you have back here. And for those of you who are managers, we're gonna give you a funnel that's gonna help you bring on agents, all right? And then we're gonna teach you how to run Facebook ads to do that. All right, we'll branch off into Instagram ads and so on and so forth, but we're going to teach you how to do that. how to actually run paid traffic because your business is in profit. If you're a manager, we know your business is in profit. It's time to scale your business. All right. So that's what we got for you. Now, how's this looking, guys? Let me know what you guys think of all this, because we are insanely excited to get you back here. Now, the cool thing about all of this is right now we are in our pre-launch and we have a staging area for you. Okay. I keep calling it the staging area for lack of a better term. Now, it's a place where you can go and you can see referral reports and you can create a custom link. And later on today, you'll see another webinar link right here, okay, to join the next webinar. It'll be sitting right here. You'll see a video from me, and you'll see the replay of this to share with people. So those of you who are watching this on a replay and got this far, then if you got this far, you got this far for a reason. It means you're interested in what we're doing. You want to be a part of it. So all you have to do is click on the button below to get started, all right? Because whoever shared this with you, they're excited about this opportunity. We are excited about this opportunity, and we know that this is going to change lives, all right? I can't tell you when the door is going to go, when we're going to go live with it. It could be tomorrow. It could be in 2 or 3 days. It could be next week. I do not put out dates on anything, and I do that for a reason. We get advised, okay, on how we're doing on calls borderline daily with our leadership group. Okay, we have a leadership council here with UpGroup. Some of you on this call are a part of that leadership council, and you're helping steering this ship from a perspective that typically a company cannot possibly have. Okay, that's what we're doing. So when I get on a phone call with a Michael Mansell and he says, hey, you got to do this. Let's do this. What about that? Can we do that? Of course. Of course. I was waiting for you to tell me. That's how we approach this, guys. Because everybody, you don't know, put this in the chat, guys. You don't know what you don't know. I know a lot of things. You know a lot of things. But none of us know what we do not know. Somebody else has those answers. Other people have those answers. You don't know what you don't know. We don't know what we don't know. Okay? And so we rely on our leadership council to tell us what we don't know. Hey, did you think about this? Yeah, but let's talk about that. Hey, did you think about that? No, we did not think about that. Let's do that. Okay? So it's very, very powerful when you guys have a group of leaders that have your back, that are helping build this thing out, that are actually steering the ship even more than they know. Like, they don't even know how much they're steering the ship from the feedback we get from them. And that's what we want this company to do for the next decade. Always rely on the people to tell you what you don't know, because you don't even know the question to ask to get the answer. So we've done some pretty big things. We've had some pretty large 8-figure companies. We've built out and done pre-launches before, but every day things change. So I just want you to know, everybody here at UpGroup, we're listening to you. We listen to those support tickets that come through. We listen to our leadership council, because our leadership council is going to be steering the boat more than anybody as time goes by. This is not our company. This is your company, all right? You have a say in where we go. It's your company. And what we need to do is make sure that you have everything you need. So if that sounds cool, guys, and you guys are ready to be a part of this, and you're ready to change some lives, I want you to do something, all right? I just want to say real quick, we're not ending it yet, but I do want to say thanks for being a part of UpGroup. Are you ready to change lives? And I'm going to post this in the Facebook group that we have. If you're not in there, hop inside of that Facebook group. Make sure you're in there. And go ahead and comment on this post that you're ready. I want people to see how excited you guys are. I want people to see that it's not just Kevin and Jason and Jeremy and a bunch of programmers and support staff back there. That this is a group of people that are ready to help anyone who walks into this room with us, anyone who takes a step into this world with us, change lives, all right? So I'm going to send this to everybody. There you go. Hop in there and let me know, okay? Let me know what you guys think of this, and let me know if you're ready to change some lives, because that's what we're ready to do. We put this entire system together to do one thing: help people change their lives, help them get out of debt, help them fix their credit if they have issues with their credit. I had my credit score when I was in the United States Air Force. For those of you who don't know, I retired out of the military. All right, I served for about 2 decades in the Air Force, and I retired. While I was in the military, I had eight-figure companies on the side. I got to retire. It was a phenomenal time in my life. I love it. I miss pieces of it every day of my life. And there's a void that's there when you leave something like the military. And that void is you don't have anyone to serve. Everybody in the military needs somebody to mentor and train, and they need somebody to salute. Okay? If that makes sense, let me know. Everybody in the military has somebody up the pecking order to salute. And you start needing that as your life goes by, as time goes by in the military. And everyone in the military is also training somebody to replace them, to be better than they ever could have been. And that void that exists in me from leaving the military, like you guys see a bunch of military stuff behind me. Those are all awards and stuff that I won in the military. That void can be filled by you. And so for me, it's very, very personal, and it's a tad selfish because I love having a group of people to salute and to serve. I need that. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, this is awesome, guys. Go crazy on this chat. This is great. And I'll review, I'll take a look at all of these when we're done. But guys, we're going somewhere big, guys and gals. And you have a distinct group of people with distinct skill sets, right? I have my skill sets. Jeremy has his skill sets. Jason has his skill sets. And my goodness, is he doing a phenomenal job with us, helping us out so much every day. Our leaders have specific skill sets. We've got leaders in the Leadership Council that have their own courses that they're going to be putting out on YouTube marketing, right? And are willing to come on and teach our members how to do some of this stuff. It's going to be insane. It's going to be an insane ride, guys. It's going to be insane. And I'm very excited about it. And the reason why we haven't given a day like, oh, we're going to open the doors tomorrow or in 2 days or 3 days. We haven't done that. We haven't done that because we want to make sure that this is good for you, that you have no problems with this launch, that we listen to our leaders. When I talk to the leaders and they say, what you're doing right now is good, keep up the pre-launch portal for a little bit. It's giving us time to talk to people, get people in, get some momentum going. Done deal. We listen. All right. When I hear that from 9 out of 10 leaders, that's what we do. All right. This is not our company. This is your company. We take our cues from what our leaders tell us. All right. So that's why I never put out dates or anything like that, but it's coming very, very soon. Right. And in 6 months and a year from now, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking back and you're going to say, I remember being on this webinar with Jeremy, Jason, and Kevin. And that webinar feels like it happened an eternity ago. And I've been so prosperous with this company, there's no words to describe it. Like, that's where you'll be. And that's where we want to take you. That's where we want to help you go. Right? This isn't just a product that's going to come and go. This is a product that you're selling that 60+ million Americans need. You sell what you need, right? You sell what's needed out there, what people want, what they need. That's Jeremy's saying there. Your hobbies are your hobbies and your business are what people need. You guys are selling what people need, right? And you can be proud of that, because what happens when you help somebody get their credit score up? What happens? They get more money they have access to, okay? I'm about to stop. I'm about to get off the soapbox. But they get more money that they have access to. They get a better house. They get a better school system for their children, better schools to put their kids in, okay? Which creates more and more wealth and education in our society, helping raise people up. And that's what we're about here. That's what we're about to do. And we're honored to have you with us along for this ride, guys. All right. So if anybody referred you to this, if you're watching the replay of this, make sure you click on the button below. There will be a button below on this page. Click on it, get into the pre-launch area, get started, get back with them and tell them how excited you are and thank them for sharing it with you. Right? If somebody shared this with me, I'd be pretty grateful. I'd be like, thanks for thinking of me. I appreciate that. And I would go and I would rock this thing out. And that's what we're looking for people to do. All right. To change lives and help change lives across the country. All right. So love you guys. Jeremy, I want you to come out and say something, man. We haven't heard from you, my brother.
But hey, what's up, everybody? Awesome webinar. Good job, Jason. Amazing job. No, I'm just super excited about what's going on, guys. And once we get started, we're going to get started in a big way. I mean, we're already starting. So I think that this week is going to be very interesting. And like Kevin said, we're going to keep